Welcome to Slash Detroit for Thursday, October 10th, 2013. Today's episode is brought to you by the angelic voice of Carolyn Cheeks Kilpatrick.
He didn't just get up in here by just coming. Y'all sent him up in here. Don't let nobody talk about y'all's boy. Too many people died for us. We're here to fight. That's what I'm talking about.
Today, Kwame Kilpatrick will be sentenced for being a corrupt turd who pillaged a city already on its knees. Tomorrow, we'll report on how many years he'll be in the pen. The day after that, we'll retire Kwame as a news topic and banish him to obscurity. Charles Pugh's troubles may not be over. Madison Heights police submitted a criminal complaint to the Oakland County Prosecutor's Office, who will decide whether to press charges on the former city council president for inappropriate sexual conduct with a teenaged mentee. Since the allegation surfaced, Pugh has avoided Detroit, deleted his social media accounts, and changed his cell phone number several times. If charged, a warrant will be issued and Pugh will have to come home to face the Motown music. Police Chief James Craig has added 2 captain positions and eliminated 3 deputy chief and 8 commander positions in a restructuring designed to make the department less top-heavy. He says that the restructuring will result in savings of about $1 million per year. He also announced the promotions of 40 officers, stating that they were selected based on merit, not the friends and family plan of previous administrations. In the least glowing endorsement of the year, the Metro Times has chosen to strap their saddle to Mike Duggan. The weekly publication said that, warts and all, Duggan is the guy who can get the job done, but also said that if his message hadn't been resonating with voters, they likely wouldn't have endorsed him, which leads one to wonder what their endorsement is worth if they just go with the popular guy. Not to be outdone, Benny Napoleon was endorsed by third-place finisher and former corporation counsel Crystal Crittenden. Napoleon has offered her the position of deputy mayor, which she has not yet accepted. The 2 candidates will have their first of 3 debates on October 20th, and it will be televised on CBS. Emergency manager Kevin Orr has a new gaffe to handle. This time, it comes from the mouth of the CFO he appointed in July, Jim Bonzell. In a meeting with other officials, he asked if he could shoot someone in a hoodie during Angels Night. Bonzell later demoted Cheryl Johnson from finance director to city treasurer, which she says is retaliation for her complaining about the remark. This is the same Cheryl Johnson who made a controversial comment of her own not long ago when she told black firefighters and police that, "I would encourage all of you and other members who look like you to come to these meetings." So the lesson here? If you're a 60-year-old Oakland County white dude appointed by an emergency manager to a $225,000 a year job in a black city, you probably shouldn't make a Trayvon Martin joke to a racially aware black woman with a teenage son. In sports, the Tigers will play the 5th and final game of their playoff series against the Athletics. The game is at 8 this evening. The winner will go on to the American League Championship Series, and the loser will go home to Oakland.